Hi everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to be thinking about expanded and contracted forms. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video and write your date and your LO really neatly in your book. When you're ready, unpause the video. Okay, so as I said, today we're going to be thinking about contracted and expanded forms. But before we do that, we're going to visit another word root, okay? And this is a Latin word root. And I'm going to show you a picture, just like yesterday, and some examples. And what I'd like you to do is, here we go, here's your word root. It's re today. And I want you to write down as many words as you possibly can with this re prefix. It's a prefix, really. As many words as you can with this re in them. I've given you a few examples, and it means again or back. So you're going to have 3 minutes. I want you to write down as many as you possibly can. Are you ready? Go. Okay, well done for completing that. I've given you a few examples on the screen just here. So, a response, well, that means, you know, if someone says something to me, I might say something back. Okay, so I'm going back to somebody with my words. You could have a reward. A reward. So, if somebody does something well, or if someone does something maybe really kind, they might get a reward. They might get something back. Okay? Recycle. I hope we all do lots of recycling because it's good for the environment. So if you have rubbish in your home or in school and you recycle it, we have brown bins at our school for our recycling, but your recycling bin might be another colour. I know at home my recycling bin is green. So I wonder what colour your recycling bin is. And I hope you use it lots and lots, because if you put things like cardboard in there, then it can be used again. It can be recycled. It can be used again. So I'd love for you guys to pause and have a chat about all the different words that you came up with. And now we're going to move on to the main part of the lesson. And today we're going to be thinking about contractions and their expanded forms. So I'm going to post a link in the description box to a really good little video that you might want to watch if you're kind of maybe thinking, actually, this is quite tricky. But a contraction, all that means is sometimes when we're writing, so let's have a look at this top one, this are not. So I've got two words here, haven't I? This is my expanded form. It's bigger. It's two words. But sometimes we want to kind of smush those words together and make it into just one word. And the reason that we do that is because sometimes when we're talking or when we're writing, it makes it a bit quicker and easier for us. So instead of saying, you are not finished with your spag lesson yet, sometimes we might say, you aren't finished with your spag lesson yet. And that's quicker because I'm saying one word instead of two words. So that's the reason that we use contractions sometimes, but it's really important to learn to use them correctly. So we use contractions because they are quicker and easier, but we take away a few letters when we make a contraction. So can you see here that I've got the word are and I've got the word not here, and I've got rid of the O, haven't I? But when you get rid of the letter O, you have to put that little apostrophe in there to show where the missing letters are. Here I've taken the word she and I've taken the word will, and I've contracted them. I've made them smaller. I've made them from two words into one word. And I used to have she will, but I've got rid of two letters here. I've got rid of the W and the I, and I've put in a little apostrophe to show where the missing letters were taken away from. So it's really important to remember that apostrophe. Now, Usually, well, often it's only one letter that we remove, but in some of the examples, we take away more than one letter. So here I've taken away more than one letter. But in this one, I am, I've only taken away the I, haven't I? The A, sorry. I've taken away the A and I've squished the I and the M together to make one word, and I've put my little apostrophe in there to show where my missing letter was. So that is this side, these are all contractions. Remember, the contractions are the smaller ones. And on this side, where they're bigger, we've got two words instead of one. We call those expanded forms. So I'm going to show you. I like to call them, they're kind of like number sentences in maths, but with words. We're going to do some adding today. We're going to do some adding. I'm going to do the first one for you. Move myself down here. You don't need to see all of these at the moment because I'm going to move myself out of the way in a second. I'm just going to do this first question up here with you so that you can see how I would do it. So I've started with the words can and not, and I want to make that smaller. So I am going to get rid of two letters, and now I've got can and t. And they're still far apart. I need to squish them closer together to make one word, okay? Am I done yet? What am I missing? What do I have to put in that little gap? Check your knowledge organiser there. Some rules for you. I have to put an apostrophe in there. So that is how you form a contraction. Now what I have done here is I have written a list of a few different ones, and I would like you to have a go at writing these out yourself. So I've given you the expanded form and you are going to write out the contraction for me. Are you ready? Pause the video, off you go. Okay, well, I hope you've managed to do lots and lots of those. There was a challenge at the bottom as well, so that one was a bit trickier. I am going to change to the next slide and show you the answers, and you will be able to mark your own work. So in our school we use a pink pen to mark, so if you're in my school and you're doing this lesson, I want you to get your pink pen ready. And if you are working at home and you do have a different colour, I find it's really handy to mark your work in a different colour because it makes it really, really clear. So if you've got a different colour, then get that ready now. If you haven't, don't worry. And let's mark our answers. Okay, so as I said before, can and not, cannot, that makes can't. She plus is, well, that makes she's. So instead of saying she is rich, I might say she's rich. Much quicker. They are, well, I've taken away my letter A, haven't I? This one here. I've put an apostrophe in, so it's there. You will, I've got rid of two letters. I've got rid of the W and the I, and that becomes you'll, like that. They and would becomes they'd. He is becomes he's. And shall not, this was quite a tricky one. And I don't blame you if you didn't manage to get this one, because this is quite an old-fashioned way of speaking. Shall not becomes shan't. So if you didn't know that one, then don't worry, but you've hopefully learned something new today. So today we have gone over our contractions, and tomorrow we are going to use what we've learned to do something a little bit fun. So well done on completing those questions today, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye!